Good morning, everyone. In the logical thinking, we done the topics, logical thinking, we done the topics like operators. Next, I think I would say conditional statements. Okay, conditional statements, and then next thing is we have the looping statements. Looping statements. So in the conditional statements itself, we have taken the hard coding, and then we done with like the programs. Here we can read the data from the keyboard also. We can read the data from the keyboard, meaning in the marks validation have that we have taken the one variable, right? That variable we done with hard coding. Instead of doing the hard coding, we can read the data from the keyboard. So we can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. Okay, keyboard in three ways. What are the three ways? The first way is buffered reader. Buffered reader. Buffered reader also predefined class, buffered reader, and second one is I would say scanner class, scanner class, and the third one is the command line arguments, command line arguments, command line arguments, right? Command line arguments. Okay, fine. So scan class we done in the last session. Okay, previous sessions we done with the scan class. Okay, now we have the buffer reader. Buffer reader also predefined class. Scanner is also predefined class. We are using those predefined class. Predefined classes meaning JDK people already introduce some predefined classes. Where can I check the predefined classes? They will release. They will maintain one. I would say one API. So there will be having all the information. One document generally. So I will simply can come here. We can look for Java SC8 Java document. The document itself, all the information you can available here. What are the predefined classes, how many packages, everything. If I scroll down, these many packages we have. So every package will contain package is nothing but collection of a group of classes and interfaces, right? Now we are discussing about the I would say buffered reader, right? So scanner class which is available in the utils package. If I scroll up, scan class which is available in the util package, which is arranged in the alphabetical order. Scan class, okay, which is available in the I would say Java.util package. But buffer reader which is available in Java.io package. Input and output, okay, input and output. If I click on it, if I scroll, these many classes we have buffered reader, right? Buffer reader also predefined class. So there already that JDK team already they has written the buffer reader class. So we are using simply that class, and where the requirement is there, we are simply using that class. And if I click on it, you will get the about the buffer reader. If you guys can you read this line, read the text from character input stream, buffering characters as to provide for efficient reading of the characters, arrays and lines. Okay, this is the hierarchy. Buffer reader is the one class, and super class of this buffer class is the reader. Reader is the parent class for buffer reader, and for this reader class, parent class is the object. Object. The main purpose of buffer reader is to read the data from the keyboard. Read the data from the keyboard, but whenever it is reading the data from the keyboard directly, it cannot read directly data from the keyboard. It need one assistant. That assistant name is input stream reader. Are you guys clear with my point? The main purpose of buffer reader, which is used to take the read data from the keyboard, that is fine, but it is directly cannot take the data from the directly from the keyboard. It need one assistant. That assistant name is input stream reader. Input stream reader. Input stream reader also, which is available in the same package. Uh, Input stream reader. If I click on it, you will get here. This is the hierarchy of the buffer input stream reader. Okay, parent of this class is the reader, and parent of this class is the object. Every in Java, every class parent class is the object. Super class is the object. Okay. Now, if I come here, if you read this line, um, an input stream reader is a bridge from byte stream to character stream. It reads bytes and decodes them into characters using the specified characters. Using the specified characters. Like whatever the data we are giving, so that will take in the form of bytes and it will convert it into the characters. It will convert it into the characters. These characters it will give to the buffer reader. Are you guys clear with my point? So buffer reader is the class which will take the data from the keyboard, but it need one assistant. That assistant name is the input stream reader. What is the purpose of input stream reader? Which basically which will act as a bridge between bytes and characters. Okay, whatever the data we are giving, it will be taken as the bytes and it will convert it to the characters. That characters it will give to the buffer reader. Buffer reader. So this is the hierarchy which will happen, right? So I will write one program on it, then we'll get the clarity on it. So simply I will uh, go to my. So I'm taking demo.java. Here I am. This is the scope of the class, and here I am taking the method which is public static void main, and then string aux. This is the scope of the main method, right? This is clear. My requirement is I need to take data from the generally what will happen basically. I will take MS Paint. Buffer reader, we have the buffer reader, right? So the buffer reader, main purpose of buffer reader is to take the data from the keyboard, which is should be like this. I would say I can take this is the buffer reader, and directly cannot read the data from the keyboard. It need one assistant. It need one assistant. That assistant name is input stream reader. Okay. Here we have the keyboard. Here we have the keyboard. From here we are taking the data. This is the keyboard. Okay. We are taking the data in the format of system.in. Okay. This is the keyboard. This is the keyboard, and we are giving the input here. And here we have the input stream reader. Input stream reader. Okay, and here we have the buffered reader. Buffered reader. Buffered reader. Are you guys clear with my point? Like anything we are giving from the keyboard, it will be in the format of bytecode, and what it will do, it will convert to the string format. The string format it will read. It will. This is the process which will happen internally. System dot in meaning we are taking the data into the system. System dot out meaning we are giving data from the out. We are returning something. Okay. So we are taking input to the system. So that's why we need to mention system dot in. Okay. So now first we have to take the thing is input stream reader. Input stream reader is the class which is available in the java.i package, java.io package. So for if you want to use the predefined classes, we need to aware like the class which package which is available, and based on that we need to import that statement. Import java.io we can mention star. If you mention the star, we can able to access all the classes are available in the package. You can specify the name, you can access the specific name only. If you want to access all the classes, you can mention with star. Now, in the IO package, we have the multiple classes. Among those classes, I am using the input stream reader. Input stream reader. We need to create the object input stream reader, and this object got created inside the heap memory, right? And then this object we need to store in some reference variable, and this reference variable data type is input stream reader. Input stream reader. This is clear, guys. This is the class. This class already JDK people has introduced. Now I am using this class. So for using this class, we have to create object. So new is the operator. With the help of new operator, we can able to create the object, right? I have created the object, but I cannot directly reuse this object anywhere. That's where this object I am storing in some reference variable. This reference variable data type is the class name only. Okay, this is the reference data type. Reference data type you can use arrays, strings, okay, collections, and class also. Classes. Here I am using the class. Okay, so here we need to mention the system.in. System.in. Why? Because we are taking the data into the system. Next thing is buffer reader. So buffer reader, which is also class, which is available in the java.io package, right? We need to create the object. How will you create? New operator and then class name. My class name is buffered reader. Okay, buffered reader, and then done. This object cannot reuse anywhere. That's where I am storing this object in some reference variable that I can mention some any name. The reference variable name can take anything, and this data type is buffered reader. Buffered reader. Okay. Now this is the mediator, right? Whatever the data we are taking, the entire data we are storing here, and this data we need to give as a parameter to this buffer reader method. Are you guys clear with my point? I am passing the parameter. As of now is clear. It is taking the data. The data is storing in the ISR variable. This variable I am passing as a parameter to this buffered reader class. Buffered reader class. Now this buffer reader is holding the data which is in the string format. String format. Okay, if I want to convert, for example, here I am writing the some like yesterday we discussed it like marks validation, grades validation. Similarly, today we'll discuss about the role finder. Like based on the experience, we have to display some roles. Okay, so for that purpose, I will write the program like this. I will say first I need to take the if condition. Here the, for example, I am taking the int experience equal to, for example, if I take the 5, you can assume like that 5, and here I am taking the conditions like this: experience greater than or equal to 0, and operator experience less than or equal to 2. At the time, I need to display the message is system.out.println he is associate engineer. System.out.println associate engineer. Associate engineer. Okay. Okay. Next thing is when the person have the experience in between 0 to 2 years. Similarly, I will take one more condition, that is else if the person have the experience in between 3 to 5, 3 to 5, then in that case I need to mention experience like greater than 2 years, and operator, and operator, and then I need to mention experience less than or equal to 5, less than or equal to 5. Okay, less than or equal to 5 or less than 5. Okay. Okay. Next, here I need to display the message is the I would say software engineer. Okay. Next, 5 to 7, the same condition I am copy from here, and then I am pasting here, and then here I am mentioning the experience is greater than 5 and less than 9. Okay, here I am mentioning senior. Okay, senior software engineer. Okay, next thing is more than 9 to, the same thing I am copying here, and then I will mention greater than 9, and I will mention 14. So I will mention as a manager. I will mention as a manager, manager or anything. Okay, manager. This is the program actually. Okay. Now in the last session we had taken the hard coding. Instead of doing the hard coding, we need to read the data from the keyboard. Okay, we can read the data from the keyboard by using the scan class. We are using the data from the using the buffer reader also. For taking the using the data from the buffer reader, it cannot directly take the data from the buffer reader. It will need one assistant. That assistant name is input stream reader. Okay. Now this is storing the data in the format of string, right? We need to, this is that, like if we are validating with the help of, we are validating this data is, all the data is in the integer format. Then we have to convert this string format to integer format. How will you convert? For converting purpose also, we have the one class. So that class is integer class. So I will show you. I will open the document. This is the document, right? In the document, we have the like java.lang package. You can simply go there, and we have the class, the predefined class, that is the integer. This is the class. If you see boolean, byte, character, class loader. So we seen somewhere the class loader. JVM architecture, right? In the JVM architecture, the first component is the class loader, right? Class loader is also nothing but predefined class only. Okay. Next, compiler, double, enum, float, integer. Integer is also one predefined class. If I click on the integer, so this is the hierarchy of the integer. Integer is coming from the number class, which is coming from the object class. This is the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy. Okay. In the integer class, basically, we'll be having the methods. We'll be having the methods: compare to method, compare method, decode method, double value method, equals method, okay, get int method, hash code method, okay, int value method, long value method. So these are the methods, right? Where we have the parseInt method. ParseInt is the method which will convert. ParseInt is the method which will convert string to decimal, string to integer, right? ParseInt is the method we will use. This is the static method. So how will you access the static method? Class name only. Okay. There we have the two methods. One is the instance method. Second one is the static method. If you want to access the static method, you can access with the class name. Now in this case, parseInt also static method, right? ParseInt is the class static method. So if I want to call this method, how can I call? You can call with the class name. In my case, class name is the integer. Then I need to call integer dot parsing. So this is the need to understand here. So integer dot parseInter. ParseInt is the method. Why I am calling why I am using the integer? ParseInt is the static method. ParseInt is the static method. ParseInt is the static method. We can access static methods with the help of class names. We can access static methods with the help of class names. Okay, this is the static method and this is the class name. Okay, now okay, I'm calling that one. This method purpose, main purpose is it will convert the data into the string format, but I need to pass some parameters now. So what should I pass the parameter? Br is I will pass as the parameter. Are you guys clear with my point? First it is taking the data. The data it will store. This this way object I am passing as an input to this method. This I would say this constructor, this class. Okay, and the entire data which is stored in the form of string, and this again I am storing into the this method. This method purpose is it will convert string to integer. Okay, now I am storing this one into exp, and then this data type is integer. Should I write like this? Should I write like this? No? Are you guys clear with my pointer? This is the static method, right? So if you want to use the static method, if you want to access the static method, you can call the class name only. I am calling the static method, and then I am passing the parameter. Okay? This will be converted in the integer format. That integer format will be stored in the exp, and then with the help of that one I am validating. So I am deleting this one. Now should I read the data from the keyboard, and should I validate the program? Should I validate my program? Yes, we can validate. Now here I would say uh, this class basically which is available in which package? Java.io package. These two are available in which package? Java.io package. But I am importing the Java.io package. I am not importing the lang package. Why is there any reason? Are you guys clear with my pointer? If you want to use the predefined classes, you manually need to import the packages. So here I am using basically three predefined classes. Input stream reader is the predefined class, buffer reader is the predefined class, integer also predefined class, right? So in these two are available in the java.io package. That's where I am mentioning the import.java.io. But this is also coming from the java.lang package. Then should I mention the import statement or not? We need to mention. But here in the Java, we have to remember. So every program it will provide by default one package, that is the java.package, java.lang package. Default package is the java.lang package. If you like it or don't like it, by default it will provide java.lang package. If any class which is available in the java.lang package, we can directly use those classes. No need to mention import statement. So apart from that one, remaining package we have to mandatorily import the statements. Only java.lang package is not no need to mention. By default, the JVM will understand what are the classes are available in the java.lang package. Then you can directly reuse those classes, and you can reuse based on the requirement. And then main method, and then we have the input stream reader ISR, then okay. Now I can compile the file, and then execute the file, and then we'll see what might be the results. I would say errors it will throw. CMD, and then Java C demo.java. Hmm. What it is throwing? It is throwing. Buffer reader cannot be converted to string. Parse అనేది మెథడ్ మనం so simple compile integer. This is the object. Object ముందు మనం డైరెక్ట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పాస్ చేస్తాం. సో ఈ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని పాస్ చేసిన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మనం ఇందులో చేస్తున్నాం దీని డేటా టైప్ ఇంటర్. సో మనం ఒక ఎక్సెప్షన్ కూడా పాస్ చేద్దాం. అలా అయితే మనం ఎక్కడ కూడా పాస్ చేయలేం. అది కాదు ప్రాబ్లం. throws exception and then throws exception. This where we have BR we have passed into the parsing, and this where we are storing into the here, and then here I will write the statement that is okay. System dot out dot println. I will pass some messages. Take the data. Take the data from the keyboard. Some dummy messages I am passing. Some dummy statement I am passing here. Keyboard. Saving this one. This is the data type, and this one we are converting as this one. Come here, Java C demo.java, and then BufferedReader cannot be converted to BR. BufferedReader cannot be converted. Where the document can cross check with one more time with the BufferedReader. BufferedReader which is available in java.io package, and then we go with BufferedReader. This is the class we are taking the data into the BufferedReader and then we need to convert this one as ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ స్ట్రింగ్లో డేటా ఉంటుంది కదా, ఈ డేటాని మనం ఇంటీజర్లో మారుస్తాం. ఇక్కడ వ్యాలిడేషన్ అంతా ఇంటీజర్ కదా, అంటే ఇది మొత్తం ఇది వ్యాలిడేషన్ అంతా ఇంటీజర్స్ కదా. దీన్ని మనం ఏం పాస్ చేస్తాము, ఓకే, దీన్ని మనం ఇందులో కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తాం. కన్వర్ట్ చేసిన దాన్ని మనం ఫస్ట్ ఒక ఏదైనా ఒక రిజల్ట్ ఈ ఫార్మాట్ స్ట్రింగ్ అని సేవ్ జావా basically cannot be converted to string. Result passing input string data. We are taking the data and then we are storing the data, and this one we are passing, and this is which is in the format of string. We need to convert this one into some experience. Normally wash it with convert string to buffer into integer integer without passing str passing and storing. This is the right syntax on the following. అది బఫర్ అనేది మనం స్ట్రింగ్ కమాండ్ చేయలేమని చెప్పి then we can pass ISR. ISR, which is BufferedReader. We are taking data. ఇదే కనుగొనేది అదే మనం దీన్ని పాస్ చేస్తాము. జస్ట్ డేటాని ఇక్కడ పాస్ చేస్తుంది, దాన్ని ఇంటిజర్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలి. ISR డేటా ఇక్కడ తీసుకున్నాము, దాన్ని ఇక్కడ పంపించాము. ఇక్కడ పంపించిన డేటాని అది ఉన్నావు కదా, ఇది కంపల్సరీ ఉన్నది. Okay, fine. So this one I will cross check one more time. So basically, this is for taking the data from the keyboard. So this is the one approach. Scanner class is the one approach, and third one is the command line approach. Okay. Okay. So this one I will cross check one more time, and then we'll give the clarity on this. And second one we'll discuss about I would say the looping statements also now. Basically, in the looping statements, the main purpose of looping statements basically, which is used to execute the statements repeatedly. Okay, the main purpose of looping statements is which is used to execute the statements repeatedly. Execute the statements repeatedly. So what are the statements we have? Are you guys clear with my point? Looping statements basically which is used to execute the statements repeatedly. So in the looping statements basically we have first one is while loop, and second one is do while, and third one is for loop, and fourth one is nested for loop, and fifth one is for each loop. for each loop. Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Looping statements meaning which is used to execute the statements repeatedly. Looping statements meaning which is used to execute the statements repeatedly. Where you have the classification. The classification are first one is the while loop, second one is the do while, third one is the for loop, fourth one is the nested for loop, and fifth one is the for each loop. Okay, fifth one is the for each loop, right? Okay, so we'll try to understand the syntax for the while loop and then the syntax for the do while, like that we'll try to understand. So first we'll go with the approach while. So when will you go for the while loops and what is the purpose of while loop? Basically while loop which is used to execute the statements until the condition is true. Okay, which is used to while loop which is used to execute the statements until the condition is true. Until the condition is true. What is the condition? So while writing the while block, we have to remember three statements. One is initialization, and the second one is condition, and third one is increment or decrement. Increment or decrement, right? So I would say increment or decrement. Okay, fine. Now, mm, while is the keyword, while is the predefined keyword which is available in our result words, right? From here to here, this is the scope of the while block, and here we have to take in the condition. So until the condition is satisfied, it will execute the statements. It will execute the statements. Okay, I will show you how it will happen the internally. We'll get the clarity on it. Okay, we'll discuss about the while loop. The definition is which is it will execute the statements until the condition is true. Syntax for while loop is while is the keyword. Every keyword, all characters should be in the lower case. Here we have to take in the condition. Need to take the condition. Okay. If the condition is until the condition is true, it will execute the state of statement. Set of statements. Set of statements. This is scope of while block. Scope of while block, right? This is the scope of while block. And I would say this is the condition. This is the condition. This is the syntax for the while block. Okay, this is the keyword. This is the keyword which is available in reservoirs. You need to take the condition. Until the condition is satisfied, it will execute the statements. Okay, it will execute the statements. I will show you one program on that, then we'll get the clarity on it. Okay, simply I am going to my folder where I will take the file name is while demo. I am creating the file name. The file name I would say while demo. While demo dot java. Okay, now if I click on it, the class name and file name should be the same. We have to create the class with class keyword while demo, and from here to here this is the scope of the class, and here you need to mention the main method. From public static void main. Okay, and we have to take the string scope of this one args, and then this is the scope of the main method, right? Scope of the main method. Okay, fine. Now while block, we're discussing about the while block. Here I'm taking the condition, some condition I'm taking here. Int a equal to some value I'm initializing with some 1. Okay, or 10. Okay, anything I'm taking. Inside I'm taking the word with is while. Okay, while is the keyword. Here I'm taking the condition which is a is less than or equal to a is less than or equal to some number, some big number I am taking like 100 or 200. So here initially I will take the 1, here I will take the 10. I will take the 10, 5, anything. And then this is the scope of the while block. This is the scope of the while block. Inside the while block, I am printing some sysout statements, system.out.println, system.out.println. Okay, here I am passing the message is anything, hello, hello. Okay, okay, fine. I'm saving this one, and if you observe here, this is the initialization. This is variable initialization, right? I did the variable initialization, and the next thing is this is the condition. This is the condition, right? Condition. Now condition. If I save this file, if I execute this one, and we'll see the result. What the result will come. Simply, I will go. This is my, I would say, file, right? So here I will open the command prompt and then Java C, and then I would say while demo dot Java. Then the file has successfully compiled Java and then while demo. So if you observe here, it is continuously printing hello only. It is continuously printing hello only. If I open my laptop after 1 hour, it will be continuously printing. If I open my laptop after 1 month, it will be continuously printing. If I open my laptop after 1 year, it will be continuously printing. Only the charging. If my laptop have the charging, it will be continuously printing. So because it not satisfy the condition, until the condition is satisfied, it has to printing. Okay, it has to printing. So that's where we have to mention increment, increment operator. I would say increment a plus plus. Are you guys clear with my point? So this is incrementer, incrementer. Okay, instead of 10, I will take the 5. Okay, I'm saving this one, and then I will come in here and control. Now again we can up arrow Java C while demo.java, and we are printing hello 5 times. What is happening? The basically internally the process is we have to understand the internal process. So the program, it should be like this, right? First to have mentioned initialization int a equal to 1. This is the initialization, right? This is the initialization. Okay, and where we have written like while, and then here we have a less than or equal to 5, right? And then this is the scope of while block. Scope of while block, right? Scope of while block, and here what will happen internally? Here we have passed SOP statement hello. SOP statement hello, right? What will happen internally basically? First controller, it will come to from top to bottom, right? First it will come to here. You can assume this is the line number 4 or something, 4, 5, 6. This is the line numbers you can assume. the controller, it will comes to here, and here we have initialized the value a with some one value, and the immediately it will goes to this line, and it will check the condition. A is less than or equal to 5 or not? Yes, A is holding the value is 1. Yes, absolutely it is less than or equal to 5. That condition is satisfied. And then the controller will goes to inside, and then it is printing repeatedly. So that's where like it is continuously printing. So until after you open the laptop after 2 months, 3 months, anywhere if your laptop is having the charging, that's charging is enough, it will be continuously printing, right? So due to that, you need to increment with a plus plus. Then what will happen basically? What will happen basically? First, it will check the condition. A is holding the value is 1. It will check the condition. A is less than or equal to 5. Okay, fine. It will come to here and it will execute at one time. And then A increment. Increment meaning A variable increase by 1. Okay. Now A is holding the value with 2. Now A is holding the, instead of it is holding the value is 2, and then it will come to here, it will check the condition 2 is less than or equal to 5, yes 5, and then it will come here, it will print the second time, and then it will come here and it will increment by 1. Then now again what will happen, 3, and then the 3 is less than or equal to 5, yes, and it will execute this statement and it will increment. Then again what will happen, it will increase by 4, and then it will check the condition. The condition is less than or equal to 5, yes, and then it will execute this one, and then it will increase by finally what will happen, it is the 5, and 5, and 5 is less than or equal to 5, yes, and it will come here, it will execute here 3, 4, and 5, and then it will increase by 6. So in the 6th case, if you see 6, the condition 6 is less than or equal to 5. No, here the controller got terminated. Here the controller got terminated. So this is the process which will happen internally. Are you guys getting my point? This is clear, guys. Anyone have any queries? Can you all of you observe this diagram 1 minute? Any questions in this area? So as of now, you guys please refer this one. So remaining will continue in the next session.